Tonight we find out if city leaders are ready to look into using a property in North Austin for a new MLS Stadium.
The owner of the Ohio-based Columbus Crew says the site at McKalla Place has potential. He wants to work with the city to build a stadium that holds 20,000 fans.
KXAN's Kylie McGivern joins us live from City Hall with the factors council will have to weigh. Kylie.
Yes, Sydney and Robert, it's one of the last items, if not the last, on the agenda. Council still going at work here. And right now, what this is all about is directing the city manager to do a full analysis of this property. And this is talking about everything from financial pluses and minuses to community involvement, along with really putting together a whole plan moving forward with this. And a big one is also going to be traffic. Now, keep in mind some other locations that have been on the table, like Guerrero Park and Butler Shores, that had a lot of backlash, but this location may be different.
We've been here for better part of 15 years.
15 years, seeing a lifetime's worth of changes.
When we first moved into the building, I was very young, and I remember being back here and looking back, and there was nothing back here.
Mason Tom's family owns Austin Window Fashions, a business that could become neighbors with a Major League Soccer stadium.
I think the addition of a soccer stadium here would be a good thing for the city. It may affect the traffic a little bit, but that's something we have to deal with in a growing city.
Tom can understand the appeal of the McKalla Place site for MLS. There's a reason why he and his wife moved north.
It had a pretty big effect on where we wanted to buy a house, just because we know the growth is coming, and it's been very interesting to watch this go up next to us, and then just down the road, I think there's another one going up.
The thing is, the city will have to consider what it would gain from adding a Major League Soccer stadium here versus what it could potentially be giving up. For example, the city's real estate department has looked at this site for a potential affordable housing development.
Austin's getting bigger. There's no stopping that.
Ryan Espinoza says he lives about 5 minutes down the road.
A lot of people, a lot of fans, soccer fans around here.
And sees the benefits MLS could bring to the community.
The way I look at it, it's better than condos and storage units and other stuff. I think the community would be able to use it more, and maybe it might bring more revenue to the city. It'll be more diverse, more people. But we just got to figure out the whole traffic issue.
The biggest one will be how they handle the traffic.
And we spoke with another neighbor with the North Austin Civic Association, and she says she knows that the owner of Columbus Crew has said that this would be privately funded, but she wants to know for sure and also wants to know what communities this would benefit. So still, of course, a lot of questions that the council wants to raise and weigh moving forward. Now, what this will do is if it goes forward, the city manager will be asked to come back with that analysis by June 1st. Back to you.
A Stanford University professor sent a letter to Councilmember Allison Alter. In it, economics professor emeritus Roger Knoll talked about some of the potential benefits and unforeseen problems. He points out any stadium plans need to be factored into an area and the neighborhood's long-term plans. He also points out that sports teams are rarely destinations for tourists. There's just too much competition, and locals usually buy up most of the tickets. And that can be different for a team such as the Dallas Cowboys, of course. He does acknowledge an Austin soccer team might do well by pulling in some fans from San Antonio. The professor also cautions about how construction of a stadium could draw resources from other construction projects in Austin. That's something project managers would need to take into account. You can see the full letter with this story at KXAN.com.
So just where might MLS rank in Austin for economic impact? Well, back in 2015, University of Texas Athletics released a report. Analysts claimed each home football game impacted Austin with $63 million. For all athletics, UT calculated more than $700 million annually. Austin City Limits' most recent report showed more than $270 million of impact on the local economy in 2016. South by Southwest tallied an impact close to $350 million last year. That's for the entire festival. And to give you some perspective on the teams, Forbes calculated the valuations of the MLS franchises last year. Number one, LA Galaxy at $315 million. $15 million, I should say. Then Seattle, Toronto, New York FC, and Orlando rounded out the top five. Dead last, the Columbus Crew at $130 million. That could change, though, based on a new stadium and base in Austin. It might not. The valuation really only means something to an owner, but a team in a new city can be a hit right at the jump. Atlanta United opened last season as an expansion team. They led the league in average attendance at over 48,000 a game. The team plays in the same stadium as the NFL's Falcons and can hold more than 72,000 people.